So as 2024 slowly comes to an end, it kind of just hit me how this year was actually a great year to be a Kaspa investor. Now I know some of you might be like, well, the price didn't really move. It kind of just traded sideways this year. And that might be true, but that's because you weren't seeing the bigger picture, which I'll explain in just a bit. First, for anyone looking for a great crypto exchange, especially if you trade using leverage, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits. You get extra bonuses of up to $10,000, and you get to use up to 500x leverage. Down below, you'll find that link. You'll also find a link to my Patreon if you want to find some exclusive content over there. You can check it out. And you'll also find a link to thesis, which is a great crypto indicator, which I have pulled up right here. Let you know when there's a bearish and bullish momentum happening, and also let you know when's a good time to buy and sell any particular coin. Okay, so let me start off with this. I strongly believe that 2025 is going to be a massive year for not only Kaspa, but for crypto. And it could actually start off with Q1, right? If we take a look at this, we can see the past bull runs, Q1 was just explosive for crypto, all right? So I think that 2025 is going to be a massive year for crypto in general. Now, as far as Kaspa goes, I do believe that Kaspa is going to do massive, great things in Q1. The only thing is, we are going into 2025 a little bit shaky, because if we take a look at what's going on with crypto right now, Bitcoin's dominance is still pretty high, and Bitcoin's price is pretty choppy. Right now it's sitting at 94,000, could fall back to about 92,000, but that's not really the main issue. The main issue is the dominance. The dominance continues to be extremely strong, sitting at 56.5% in comparison to the others. So we need Bitcoin's dominance to fall, but that's okay. I believe it will in 2025. Now, as far as the Kaspa price goes, right? So like I said earlier, some people will disagree with me that 2024 was a good year for Kaspa because the price seemed to just trade sideways, right? You take a look at this chart, and I've showed you guys this many, many, many times, how this thing has just been trading in this area for like the last year and a half. We haven't broken above like 20 cents, right? So for the most part, it's been trading between like 10 cents and 20 cents for like the last year and a half. It's just been crazy, right? But here's the thing, okay? If you are there's a couple things actually. So first off, if you are a Kaspa believer, you've done your research, you definitely strongly believe in this project. The last year and a half was just a accumulation phase for you, right? It allowed you to get more Kaspa at these levels before it actually takes off due to a whole bunch of great catalysts in 2025. So 2024 should have been looked at as the accumulation zone for Kaspa. Now, I know a lot of people probably rotated out of Kaspa to put their money into another altcoin that they felt was going to run. Something like SWI and its ecosystem, for example, which I've talked about many times on this channel. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with that at all. But here's the thing, SWI wasn't the only place where you could have actually made some nice returns on your investments. SWI and its ecosystem wasn't the only place. You could have made some nice returns on KRC20. You see, these KRC20 tokens was completely blowing up. People made some really nice returns off of it. And all you had to do was take some Kaspa and minted some of these meme coins, and you'd have made some nice profits. I know that some people said they weren't planning to do that. They didn't want to swap their Kaspa for a meme coin, but you kind of have to be smart when it comes to investing. You have to think about other people and what other people is most likely going to do. When you saw that Kaspa was only trading sideways, you got to ask yourself, okay, well, I don't want to leave Kaspa completely, but I do want some exposure elsewhere within the Kaspa ecosystem. Because when you think about like SWI, people weren't only buying SWI, people were buying the ecosystems in SWI. That's how they made the most amount of money. And then you just swap back into SWI, which you could have done with Kaspa. You could have swapped out of the KRC20 meme coins back into Kaspa, and you would have made some nice returns. It would have actually allowed you to get more Kaspa because Kaspa didn't take off, because Kaspa didn't yet get that Coinbase or Binance listing, and because Kaspa didn't come out with a smart contract catalyst, which is going to happen in 2025. So you gotta play the entire ecosystem plays if you want to maximize the gains that you could make in the crypto space. Now, the KRC20 got launched in 2024, which was definitely great for Kaspa and its ecosystem, right? The meme coins came out in 2024, and if you are a Kaspa holder, you are definitely ahead of the game because you are paying attention to what was happening, and you were able to hopefully take advantage of some of these KRC20 tokens, and you made some pretty nice returns. So being a Kaspa holder in 2024 was actually a pretty good thing because everybody knows when a space is young and fresh, people are just going to flock to it. And this is why we saw some really nice returns on KRC20 meme coins, all right? And now when you take a look at what's going on with the KRC20 tokens, and they've been pulling back recently, and Caspa's price is also low, this is just a great accumulation time for me if you know how to read the charts. I'm not saying to just go out there and buy up all these KRC20 tokens or go out there and buy up Kaspa without even understanding what's going on the charts, right? So make sure you do your research, and that's how your conviction stays strong, and that's how you're able to get all these coins at better prices. All right, now let's pull up the indicator here to end things off and see how things are looking. So right now, a bearish momentum was actually fired on December 18th. What is this, the 4-hour time frame? It was fired on December 18th, and Kaspa has just been going down, right? Well, right now it's been trading sideways for the most part since like what, December, like let's call it December 21st, right? It's just been trading sideways, which isn't all that bad because most of the altcoins are just trading sideways as well. Right now, it is holiday time, so there's not a lot of volume in the crypto space, so we're not expecting a lot of these coins to just explode out of nowhere. We're going to have to wait until the holidays is done. We're going to have to wait until the new year to see where the price on a lot of these altcoins are actually going to fall, because the last buy zone wasn't fired. It was fired December 18th, so that's more than 10 days ago, all right? But I am still extremely bullish on Kaspa, and I do believe that in 2025, Kaspa is going to surprise a lot of people. All the people that decided they wanted to sell is going to run back into Kaspa and regret the fact that they sold, because they'll be buying buying Kaspa back at a higher price. We see it with XRP, we saw it with Bitcoin back in the day, we see it with Ethereum, we see it with Solana, we see it with all of these coins. People that run away because of FUD. Well, let me end it with this. First, they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, which we're seeing a lot of influencers do with these Kaspa devs, and then finally you win. I think that's what's going to happen with Kaspa for 2025, and I am definitely looking forward to that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have down below, and until next time, take care.